Hey, Asok here. So let's continue with showing more features of Msty Studio. If this is the first video you are watching of this Msty Studio series, I highly recommend watching previous videos, especially the first one where I cover what Msty Studio is and how it saves data. And just as a reminder for everybody, Msty Studio is a web version of Msty Desktop app. Even though in many ways it looks and works similar, it's a completely different app than Msty Desktop. In fact, Msty Studio has been written from scratch with basically zero code import from desktop. It's not out yet, but will be released very soon. And most importantly, this is very important, Msty Studio still securely saves data locally and on your browser. So in the first video, I cover all this. So please watch that video if you have not already. So, all right. So let's continue with our features. In this video, I will show two great features of Msty Studio, search and insights. Let's start with search. So let's go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to search. Let's see if I have some conversation here by refreshing this. Okay, yeah, I have one conversation here that I created offline. Also, because search needs a lot of data, and I don't want to sit down here and have you watch me type lots of prompts. What I've done here is I've created some dummy data for search. So I've created about like 500,000 search, 500,000 messages for search, and I'll demo you that. And also I will also demo searching some real prompts so that that they actually work. So okay, so let's get going. So search here is you can access it from by clicking here. Again, keep in mind that I have about 500,000 messages already seeded, dummy messages already seeded in the database. So that's what you will see, even though we only have one here. Okay, so now when you go here, you kind of get some helpful tips here. But let's get going here. Let's search for something very popular like okay. So there you go. It has all showing all 921 results. So now the interesting thing here is, well, let's search for something else. I see down in there. There is down. There is right in there. Indeed. Okay, all that 90-20. So there are a couple of things here. So first thing is, it is not just a title search, but it is a full text search. That means it searches in the body of the messages. And it's kind of crazy how fast this thing is. Even though we are searching not just in the title, but in that 500,000 messages. So let's as you can see, as I'm typing, it's pretty fast. It's giving me results, going to the database, searching it, and then it is returning it. It's pretty fast. Okay. Again, all this data is local on your device, on your browser, and ultimately on your device. Okay. So if you were to clear this, you can see that we do support some what do you want to call it, special characters, for either match, or they're doing partial matches, or even using or if you want the exact match using quotes, things like that. Or if you have some special characters, then you of course have to wrap them in some double quotes here. Okay, let me show you this. Let me show you how fast this thing is by using this partial match. So I'm just going to search for something that starts with an A, right? Should be lots of them. Okay, all right, there you go. So as you can see, as soon as I'm done typing, that it goes and searches that. So right now there are 35,468 results that it starts with an A. Here's an I, it is an anti, and must be somewhere here. We of course cannot fit everything, so we only show first two lines. Anyways, it's pretty fast. So you can also search for I. Let's see how many. 28,000. So, and then now you can mix that with the or to combine to find one or the other. So let's do A asterisk or the, okay, well, sorry, you have to use or like this. So it has 75,741. What happens if I do A or T? It starts with T string. Okay, that's a lot of them over. What about I do or S star? Okay, 47,000. Interesting. Okay, so yeah, it's pretty cool. Maybe W. There you go, 48,000. It's crazy how fast this thing is. I'm pretty excited about this feature. Okay. Of course, if this was a real message, it's a dummy message right now. If this was a real conversation, you would, when you click on it, it will take you to that. Let me show you. So we do have one here about this. Let's search for something here. Presentations. Okay, let's see presentation is somewhere here. Okay, there you go. So when you click on this one, there you go. It takes you there to the exact message, right? So that's pretty cool. So if I have another one, let's create another conversation here. What should we be asking? Tell me about the universe, my favorite one. Okay. Let's just let it finish. Okay, so now let's search from somewhere here. Matter. Matter. Oh, there are lots of matter in here. Let's see. Unanswered. Let's see if you can find that. Oh, there you go. Okay, unanswered. Here you go. So remember that we searched for this other thing here, eclipse or something from this one. Let's search from that one. I will see. We are here, or let's go there. We haven't selected any conversation here. So now if we were to select eclipse, let's do this. Let's do. Let's see. Okay, that doesn't have. I know eclipse. Okay. This one I believe is the one. There you go. So it goes and finds that. And now the other one, universe. Tell me about the universe. Okay, I can go there. That would be my message here, and then there you go. That's my another message. That's the message here. Okay, so yeah, like I said, very fast. It searches not only in the title of the conversation, but also in the messages, which is pretty cool. And then you can use some of these keywords to do some more advanced search for, like if you want to search one term or another term. And then you can also use a string. Okay, so that's it for search. Now, let me show you another feature that's pretty cool, very exciting. Also, I don't believe there is much to do in search. Search is complete, but this other feature that I'm going to show you is there will be a lot more in here. So for the insights, what I did again was we need some data. Similarly, what I did was I created some dummy data to show you this feature. Okay, so if you click on this icon here, it will take you to insights. And let me click on it and show you what this is, rather than just talking about it. Okay, so there you go. So what it gives you, let me make it like fully screen for this. Okay, so what it gives you is this. Actually, let me go to the light mode. Sorry if you hit light mode. Okay, so what it gives you is this, summary of the usage, basically, insights of the token usage, cost, and a few more things. So the first one is the heat map. You can kind of see, if you know GitHub, it's kind of similar concept, as more token usage, more darker it will be, and it's broken by day here. So you can kind of see how the token usage has gone up or down. And you can also select, of course, here, whether you want 7 days. I don't know if I have enough data for 7 days. Let me do some, but let's say last 6 months. There you go, last 6 months. Let's see if I have last 12 months. There you go, last 12 months. You can also select provider here. I only have one provider right now, which would be this here. Msty provider. So you can select different provider. You can just select different provider here, and it will. You can show either by all providers, or just you can pick and choose. So at the top here shows like cost in USD, how many tokens were consumed in that time, in that time, and then also the completion tokens and also the tokens. All right. So here in the second one, we can see cost in USD. The cost, again, based on the time range that you have selected here in the provider, how your cost has gone up and down. Pretty nice. And then down here, you can see the tokens processed, which would be how much prompt. This is basically like the input and output token, right? So how many tokens you send, and then how many tokens you received. So that's what the tokens process is. Okay, so now if you go to provider, you will get more data here. So what the first one showing here is, so for Msty, the provider, it breaks down by the models, right? So here it is saying this date here, which is the December 10th, we used the Codestral latest use 28K of tokens, Gemma 2B to 34K tokens. So it depends on how many different models you use. It breaks down by that. So that's pretty cool. Okay, so the down here is let me say some more here. Okay, so down here is, it breaks down by the model here. So if I were to select, let's see if I have this one. Okay, I have some. Okay, so this breaks down. This shows like sort of like speed, right? And the latency here. So how many, on average, that's the minimum tokens, which is 101 tokens per second, and the maximum is this. Sorry, and on average is this. And then you can kind of see it, the whole thing here. So somehow here, the token max tokens throughput went very high here, and generally 5/5. Now, this is just dummy data, but as you use it more, with your real data, it'll be interesting to see. Similarly here, this is the latency, which is the time it takes for us to receive the first token. So again, this being dummy data doesn't tell you much, but you might be able to see something very interesting with your own data, with your own real data. Let me select another one here. Okay, so my 2B. You can select different models here. Okay, some models might not have anything. All right, this is, like I said, this is consider this to be V1. We have lots of other ideas that we want to add to the insights. Once we have teams, once we have devices, all other features, then we will come back and add more to it, so that you can kind of see, like break down by users, break down by tools, break down by whatever it is, right? You can start seeing more charts in here that should give you then overall this overview of the usage and other data. That's why we are calling it insights, and it is not like tokens dashboard or anything like that, because we have plans to add more to it. All right, that's it for this video. So I showed you search, and then I showed you insights. One more thing with insights, we have taken care of small details. If you were to just like change accent color, you may not care about this one, but I do. So, like as you can see, it uses that accent color, so you don't feel like they're tightly integrated. So yeah, that's it for this video. I will have more features showing you about Msty Studio. So I'll see you in the next one. Thank you so much.